It's in my head and I just can't get it out.
You do not know how strong you are until that is your only choice. And it is the truth.
I chased her.
You did.
Yeah.
And we went out on a blind date. So we had not seen each other in 20 years. And it just went from there. We've been together since.
I love her kids. With the 6 of us, they're all awesome kids. If my son was a girl,
yes,
it would have been the Brady Bunch.
4 boys, 2 girls. And I think we both did a really good job making sure that we maintained our family units. Overall, what we wanted is for our kids to feel like they were siblings.
Yeah.
And that did happen.
I was in Washington, D.C. and got lost. Lost for 2 hours. This is where I realized that I had something wrong with me and I couldn't read the GPS.
So Anthony did not tell me that he got lost in Washington. He was in Washington for work, so I saw other signs that triggered it, and then it didn't come out until later, and that was certainly one that was so out of character for Anthony. The one symptom that has impacted you the most is your voice
Yeah.
and your short-term memory, right? Your language. And so we just try to work through it.
I didn't even know what was going on.
And then in May of 2023, I basically said, you need to go on disability and we need to figure out what is happening. And so the last day that you worked was May 22nd of 2023, after 35 years in his successful sales career. When you get the diagnosis, you have to give yourself grace. You will feel many different emotions because the one area that is really difficult is coping. I think there's a lot of anxiety and stress in the world, and life is hard as it is. So to add something like this to your everyday as a challenge is extremely difficult. There are stages where the family does not believe that it could be true, and there's denial, and then there's anger, and then there's grieving. If you look at how all of the kids have helped as a support system, they really have embraced this differently. Anthony's children have really tried to make special moments. We're really building memories. My 2 sons have helped me on the financial side because we were going from a 2-income to a 1-income family. We were 10 years away from planning our retirement, and I had to flip everything. And then my youngest son, who is a health coach, did a lot of research and has helped Anthony with nutrition and fitness. We have to do everything possible to slow this down or beat this disease.
They have me on TikTok.
24,000 followers on Instagram.
I got 24,000.
And about probably 20,000 now on TikTok. So at first we were a little bit reluctant about sharing. This is so private, and that is the way they grieved and they handled it. And we thought, you know what? We're going to take this on and see if we could help other people. We started talking about symptoms, and then we started talking about the diagnosis. And in addition to that, we started getting questions. Well, how did you know? And Karen, what was your first sign? And so those questions started triggering our next interview.
These are people we don't even know, you know, and I think that's a great thing to do.
I think it's really important when you get this diagnosis to try to continue living. Make sure you are still making memories, having fun, doing things that you always used to do. I did reach out to the Alzheimer's Association, which was the best thing for me. People were helpful, they were resourceful, and they gave me hope not to think of where it's going, but live day to day. What do I need to do today for my husband?
She's very smart. And I love her. You're my rock. She knows that, right?
Well, but people like to hear things. Although yesterday you said I was a little bossy. And
well, you're bossy a lot. A little bit more bossy, yeah.
My main focus is maintaining his dignity, protecting him, and keeping him stress-free. Sickness and in health, you always think it's in health. We're the best of friends. We are going to really work through this together.